dated the defendant for about 6 years, but Catherine claims she had a meth addiction, and the defendant was addicted to marijuana, and it destroyed their relationship. Catherine suing her ex-boyfriend today for unreturned property and unpaid bills. Defendant Melvin Church says when he got together with Catherine, she was clean, but she eventually got back on meth, and her addiction was so destructive that she showed up high to a court custody hearing, got arrested, and lost custody of her children. Melvin's countersuing his ex for harassment, defamation, and stolen property. In a second case, plaintiff Eric Fossbender, who's currently married to Catherine, claims after he and Catherine were engaged, Melvin started threatening his life. Eric is suing Melvin because he believes Melvin had his friend assault him, so he wants Melvin to pay for the medical bills. Defendant Melvin Church insists Catherine told him that Eric punched himself in the face and is blaming Melvin because he wanted to turn Catherine against Melvin. Melvin's countersuing because he claims Eric's been harassing him with voicemails.
Tell me what happened.
I met Melvin like about 15 years ago. We got together, we were together like 6 years. It started out really good, and due to both of our drug uses, my meth and his marijuana, things started getting bad. And he was always bad-mouthing my children, calling my oldest son a piece of crap, saying he would never be nothing.
Why?
Because my son has been in and out of, my grandmother had custody of him. He's been abused all of his life. He was just an acting out kid.
Totally.
And in December of '05, I believe it was, I left him because he said my kids couldn't be over at his house with us, so I left. I went and stayed at a friend's house.
Were they stealing or something?
Not that I was aware of.
Okay. So you left.
I left. I moved into a friend's house. I found out that Melvin had run up my gas and electric bill. I went to turn on my gas and electric.
It was in your name.
It was in my name at his residence. Right, and I had it turned off.
Okay.
Somehow it got turned back on over at his residence and ran up to quite a bit of money.
All right.
And
so that's the utility bills you're suing for. How much?
The electric was $384 and the gas
Let me
was
see them.
$428.
I'll let him comment about the background. Anything else he wants to tell me?
Okay. First of all, Your Honor, yes, things were going well with us. She was clean for quite a few years, and then
Okay, so she was rehabilitated
at one point.
Okay.
And she was when we got together, she was clean.
All right.
But then she got back into meth use. It got out of hand. I mean, she was beautiful. When she was with me, she was beautiful. Young looking, now look, I mean, it's ravished her body.
I'm not going to comment on her looks, sir. We talking about now look at her.
Well, I'm sorry, but I mean, it has devastated her. But if her habit was so bad, she showed up to a custody case hearing, high, was arrested. She's had her kids taken from her since then. She's been back and forth with myself, her current husband, and another ex, and probably others. Finally, in March of '07, we broke up for good. She has lived back and forth with me during this time. She
left because you wouldn't let her children come over? Is that true?
No, that's not true. In fact, I actually had her son live with me while she was off.
That's not true.
That is not true.
All right. And the utility bills, she says when she moved, the utility bills were still in her name at your home and that you ran them up. Do you owe them?
I do not believe I do, because she lived there at that time. She lived there after that time. I had the money actually to pay the utility bill.
How long was she not living there?
Well, excuse me, I'm sorry, but it's been so back and forth so many
This is March
times.
of '07, not too long ago.
Oh, March of '07, no. The utility bills were turned off in March of '06.
Is that true?
Yes, sir. It was ran up from November to March.
Let's see your actual bill. You've just shown me a breakdown.
I don't have an actual bill because
you
it
don't
went
have
to
an
his
actual
house.
bill?
I have
Okay, and
a
it was-
statement
let's see
from
it.
the electric company.
Saying this is due as of what date? As of November 30 of '05.
That was when it was turned on. It was turned off in March 9th.
And it doesn't say how much you owed as of March, ma'am.
I know, I tried
I
getting...
can't rely just on your testimony. I will move on now to the property you're suing him for.
I had Christmas, my son's video game systems. I had 3 different video game systems there, and I had all of our personal clothing, pictures of my deceased mother.
When you moved out?
Right.
All right, now how does he owe you? Did he prohibit you from taking?
He threw all my stuff outside. I tried, me and several other people, I have witness statements to this, that we...
After you left your things there.
Right. He
What
said
did you tell him about your things?
He said that I could leave them there until I can get a place to store them. When I got a place to store them, I went back, I tried to get my stuff. He had cops called on me several times, him and this lady right here.
What month and year did you go back to get your things?
I've been going back several
The
times.
first time you went back to get your things, what month and year was it?
It was in August of '06, because I had went to jail. And
8
when I got
months
out,
later, so you were expecting him to keep them for 8 months?
I kept in contact with him. He said it was no problem, it's staying there.
Okay, let me hear from you on the property.
Your Honor, actually, she was living in the home past that time, several times. The property, in actuality,
When was the last time she lived there with her property?
March of '07.
Tell me about the property agreement since March of '07.
Okay, in actuality, she hasn't tried to get it since then.
Tell me the agreement as of March of '07 when she moved out.
There was no
You
agreement.
never told her she could leave her things.
No, but I kept it, asking her to get it, asking others to pass it on to her to get it. I try to be as fair as I can.
She never came to try and get them.
That's correct.
So
That
she's
is
lying
correct.
about coming
Yes.
several times asking.
That's right.
Did
And
you ever notify her that you were going to dispose of the property?
The property has not been disposed of. It is at her father's house. I have a letter from her
Let's see
father.
it. Have you told her this?
Her father has told her that.
Ma'am?
I do not even have a conversation with my dad. He still uses, and I'm trying to stay clean.
Your
I stay away
father
from
still
him.
uses
yes,
what?
Yes, sir. Meth.
Let's get to, sir, your testimony.
We have written statements from, my mother has contacted him. He kept calling my mother.
Saying what to your mother?
Said we just tried to run him off the road when we were 45 miles away, which I have evidence.
Why is a grown man calling your mother regarding a confrontation you all are engaged in?
He called my mother.
Tell me about the property, sir.
Well, we made many I tried to get it way back in August of 2006. Okay,
When
and
did
my
she
mother
last lived there?
She was there after I was assaulted and had my nose fractured.
What
It was
month and year was that?
November 16th, 2006.
Ma'am, you have the burden today of proving that he withheld your property. What do you have in
I have
evidence?
witness statements from several different people who tried to get my stuff from his house.
Tell me who the people were. Let me see the
It's my
statements.
brother-in-law, my ex.
What did they say
His-
happened when they tried?
Well, my mother-in-law tried to, and my two sons also.
What did they say happened?
My mother-in-law called and told Melvin that she would personally come and get my stuff to set it outside because he kept calling her, telling her that he wanted my stuff out of his house. So she told him to put it outside and she would personally come and get it. He never called her, never made any attempts on anything.
Your counterclaim for harassment and defamation of stolen property is for what?
For phone calls I kept receiving, I received voicemails
From her?
From her and him, but from her after they were married.
Saying what?
Well, I have one where it,
You have it there now?
yes, I do.
Let me hear it. Is that you, ma'am?
That might have been me. I was
Why would you
driving.
call?
No,
Why would you
I-
call and do that?
I was driving down the road trying to call somebody and I accidentally dialed his number.
And you were calling someone else to say blah 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 blah.
No, I was just saying that because I was reading, I was going over some paperwork and I was saying that and I accidentally
You
called
were
him.
going
It
over
wasn't
paperwork while
intentional.
driving.
Yeah, I was reading a letter and
Gotcha. Don't
driving.
believe you. I think you're lying.
No,
Now
no.
I'm going to dismiss your claim. I can't rely on anything else you've told me, so therefore your claim is dismissed for perjury today. Don't believe that you were driving down the road reading paper while your phone accidentally called his number and you said blah 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 blah. Don't believe it. So, once again, the defamation you're countersuing for is what?
Okay, also, she has tried filing a restraining order against me.
For what?
And making up that I beat her and stalked her
Did
and
you
all this.
ultimately have a hearing on
Yes,
that
I did. I have
restraining
a
order?
disposition
And what
on
did
that.
the judge decide regarding a permanent restraining order?
No grounds, it was dismissed.
All right, and ma'am, are you able to prove that he assaulted you in any way?
I never said he assaulted me. I
What
said
do we
he was
have? Let me
restraining
see the restraining order. What did you say in the restraining order? You see his as well. What did you say, ma'am? I'm asking you.
I said that he had restrained me on several different occasions, not allowing me to leave my house. He was giving my son marijuana and alcohol, and so is this lady right here. And I wanted him to stay away from me and my children and my husband.
Come on up, ma'am. She has said that you have participated in giving her children alcohol and drugs. State your name.
Corinna Crail.
What do you want to tell me?
I do say that that is a lie. I do not smoke marijuana and I don't even drink.
They said give it to her children.
I don't give it to her children. I don't have anything to do with it.
And Your Honor,
That's a lie.
her child has been in foster care for 2 years. One of them she lost rights 2 years ago.
Sir, I don't see anything about an assault in here. She says harassing phone calls you've made to her.
Which are a lie.
I'm going to conclude there's no defamation. I'll conclude that she has harassed you based on what I've heard. I will grant you in your counterclaim $500 for the harassing phone calls that I believe she made. And ma'am, once again, your case is dismissed for perjury. Now, let's move to the next case. And that case is Eric. You're suing your wife's ex-boyfriend for medical bills. You're suing him for $5,000.
Your Honor, I met Catherine Richley approximately February of 2006. We became engaged to be married June of 2006. We became married April of 2007. After we became engaged, I started getting threats from Melvin Church. I went to the sheriff's, he told me to change my phone number. I did, the threats kept coming.
Why do you think he was threatening you?
The threats were to stay away from her. He wanted her back or whatever, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to pick up her son on November 13th of 2006. Okay, as I'm pulling up to pick up her son to go get Kathy out on work release program, I noticed Melvin sitting there in his car. It was some blue Tempo or something of the sort. And her son, Richard Richley, sitting in the passenger seat. I pulled up maybe 15 feet behind their car. Richard Richley jumped out of the car, went to the porch, and out came a friend of Melvin's who walked toward my vehicle. And as he walked toward my vehicle, I noticed that Melvin Church got out of his vehicle and took a few steps behind, sort of toward us also. Melvin's friend, he opened the door, he got in the car, had a foot outside the car, put a foot in, he leaned forward, and he looked toward me and then assaulted me in the face and fractured my nose.
His friend?
Yes, sir.
What do you think he had to do with it? Was he there?
Yes, he was there.
All right, he was there.
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you see him tell his friend to do it?
No, Your Honor.
Do you believe his friend was told by him to do it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me just get to him, sir. Have you threatened the plaintiff at all?
Actually,
By phone, and have you participated in an assault, or were you present when one of your friends assaulted him?
no, Your Honor. And in fact, the first I heard of this was I got a call from Catherine to come and rescue her because she told me that he had held her captive for 3 days, wouldn't let her leave, was hitting her, threatening, and she told me, and it might sound crazy, but she said he probably punched himself in the nose to get her back. And I actually received a letter.
Did you ask her to further explain why he would punch himself in the nose to get her back?
Actually, no, because he has a kind of a disposition around town of being nuts, crazy.
He's known as a nut around town.
Yes, that's right.
Is that true, sir? In the law, we could interpret that as silent acquiescence. That's what we call that in the law if we so want to determine that. Go ahead, sir. And so that's why you think he may have done that to himself. So your ex calls and she said, hey, he's assaulting me and he's also punched himself in the nose.
Well,
so what is your
it's
response?
actually a couple days later.
All right,
that
so
she
what
said that.
happens? How does that involve you and the allegation that you or your friend assaulted him? And you were calling and making threatening calls. You never did either.
No.
You weren't present when your friend allegedly assaulted him. You think he's making this up?
Apparently.
You've never heard of this story even.
From that, yeah, after that. After I heard
What?
from her.
You've heard of
after,
what
after I
story?
heard it from her, yes.
You heard from her what?
That he had to go to the hospital because his nose was broken and
No.
she said,
Did you hear from her that he alleged that your friend had broken his nose or
oh, no,
otherwise assaulted him?
well, no, not at that time. Well, kind of, sort of, but in a general statement. But after phone
No,
calls.
explain this kind of, sort of, and general statement
in general-
that you have already been told about this.
Okay, what I'm trying to say, okay, after we picked her up and it's like 2 or 3 days later, he was calling her, following her,
The
text
discussion
messenger.
about
And
Him being
and
assaulted.
she said that he's saying he was hit in the nose, his nose was broke, and she said that, and I'm gonna edit it, she said that he probably punched himself in the nose, and his
That's when she told you that. All right, ma'am, did you tell him this?
No, I didn't. I was in jail when all this happened.
It was after she was released.
And
she told
sir, you have medical bills of some sort?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you call the police?
Yes, Your Honor, I went to the
Let's see
sheriff's.
the police report.
I have 2 police reports.
Your
Your Honor.
counterclaim is for harassment and defamation by him for $2,000. How so?
For voicemails that I received from him. And Your Honor, also I have a letter that she wrote me from jail dated January 2007.
Saying what?
Saying that she was held captive by him, she was having him set up and
She's
fixed.
not suing him. He's suing you.
Right, but she...
So I need you to address what he's suing you for. And so far, you haven't addressed it very convincingly. He provides me with police reports alleging the exact same thing he's alleging today. I don't believe this man would punch himself in the nose and then go so far as to go to the police and complain to them. I'm going to grant you, sir, your $5,000 because I don't believe what he's saying. You've proven
Your
to...
Honor,
He's also had
May
evidence
I-
of him assaulting the man that they made an
All
agreement
right,
to
you've
give her
proven your
things.
case. You've proven your case by a preponderance of evidence. $5,000 is your judgment.
Thank you.
Now, do you want to say something else?
It's
Or do you want to just
about
take
her-
your money and leave?
Her mother's belongings.
What's that?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your counterclaim is dismissed regarding harassment. I don't believe he harassed you. Indeed, I believe you harassed him with these threatening calls and ultimately carrying out this threat. He says that your friend did it, and I believe that you either aided and abetted your friend while you were standing there with him, or you conspired with your friend to have him harmed. Have a good day. $5,000 to the plaintiff. Your claim